Lesson 11.2 Triangles. Okay, if we are going to talk about triangles, we're going to have to mention what a triangle means. Triangle, tri means three, and angle is angle, so it means three angles. So it means a shape that has three angles. Okay, before we talk about the types of triangles, we're going to have to talk about angles first. Okay, we have three types of angles. First, we have the acute angle, the one that is less than 90 degrees. If this is the 90-degree line, okay, it is less than the 90 degree. The angle here is less than 90 degrees. We have the right angle that is exactly equal 90, and it always has the shape of the angle here is always a curve, but when it comes to a 90-degree angle, it's a square. Okay, so it's a right angle triangle. It looks exactly like this. It equals 90 degrees. Okay, and we have the obtuse angle that is bigger than 90 degrees. This is the 90-degree line. Okay, this is the 90-degree line, and the angle is bigger than the 90 degree. Okay. Okay, examples on these angles. If I have this triangle, okay, if you look at each angle of this triangle, first of all, if it has this shape, that means all the angles are equal. Okay, if all the angles have the same shape, have the same curve, that means all the angles are equal. Here, if you look at the angles, if you look at any one of them, you're gonna see that the angle is smaller than 90 degrees. It's less than 90. That means it's an acute triangle. Here, if you look at this one, you're gonna see that you have an angle which equals 90, a right angle here, which means it's a right triangle. Okay? Here we have an obtuse triangle because we have an angle that is bigger than the 90-degree angle. Okay, we're gonna talk about these two in a minute. Okay, you need to remember that congruent means equal. Okay, from the past lesson, you need to remember that congruent means equal. And if I have a shape that has all the angles drawn in the same way, that means all the angles here are congruent. This sign, these shapes, means that all the angles are congruent. Okay, and if I have a shape, a polygon, it doesn't have to be a triangle, any other polygon, okay, or shape. If I have this shape and I have two sides that have only one dash on each of them, that means these sides, these opposite sides are equal, are congruent. And here I have two dashes instead of one. On each side I have two dashes instead of one. That means these two opposite sides are equal, but they are not equal to these ones. If they were equal to these ones, they should have had only one dash as the rest of them. So these two sides are equal and these two sides are equal, but all of them are not equal to each other. Okay, and if you take a look at this angle and this angle, you're going to see that this one has two curves and this one has two curves. That means these angles are equal, but they are not necessarily equal to the other angles. Okay? Types of triangles. Okay, we have three main types of triangles. The first one is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle has three congruent sides or three equal sides. You're going to see a dash on each one. That means all of them are equal. Three congruent angles, all the angles look the same. That means they are equal. So it has three equal sides and three equal angles, which makes it a regular polygon. If a polygon of any shape, even if it's not a triangle, if any polygon, okay, with three sides or more, has its sides equal and its angles equal, that means it's a regular polygon. Okay? An equilateral triangle can be made by three equal lines. Like if I have three equal lines and I'm connecting them, I'm gonna make an equilateral triangle. Okay? And if you look closely, you're gonna see that all the sides of an equilateral triangle are acute. Okay? They are acute. They are smaller than 90 degrees. Each of them is smaller than 90-degree angle. Okay. The second one is the isosceles triangle. The isosceles triangle has two congruent sides and two congruent angles. That means it has only two sides that are equal and only two angles that are equal, but not all of them. This angle and this side are not equal to the rest of them. So the two opposite sides are equal and the two opposite angles are equal. This makes this triangle an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle can be made by two equal lines and one line that is different than the two equal lines. So I have two equal lines and one line that is different. If I connect them, I'm going to make an isosceles triangle. Okay, if you look closely, you're also gonna find that in an isosceles triangle, I can have 3 acute angles. Okay? Okay. The third one is the scalene triangle. A scalene triangle has no congruent sides and no congruent angles. That means not one of these sides is equal to the other, and not one of these angles is equal to the other. That's why it has no signs over it. It has no angle sign, and it has no dash in each of the sides to represent that these sides are equal. Okay? A scalene triangle can be made by 3 totally different lines of totally different lengths. So I have a big line, and I have a smaller one, and I have a very small one. If I connect them together, I'm gonna make a scalene triangle. Okay? And it has at least 2 acute angles. Okay? A scalene triangle can have an obtuse angle, but it has at least 2 acute angles. Okay, let's take a look at these types. Okay? Here we have a right angle triangle, and here we have an obtuse triangle. Okay, if we talk a little bit about the right triangle, a right triangle, if it has this square angle, that means it's a right triangle. Okay? This has one 90-degree angle, and the others are a total of 90 degrees. Okay? One 90-degree angle and 2 acute angles can be isosceles or scalene. What does that mean? That means that if I have a right angle triangle, okay, and that means I have one angle of 90-degree angles, and the other 2 have to be acute angles. The other 2 have to be acute angles. Okay? So if it has at least 2 acute angles, that means that this right triangle can also be scalene or an isosceles triangle. Okay? The obtuse triangle means that I have one angle that is bigger than 90 degrees. I have one angle here that is bigger than 90 degrees, which means that the 2 other angles must be acute angles. Okay? The 2 other angles must be acute angles. That means it can be scalene or isosceles. Okay? Okay, one more thing to remember. All the angles inside a triangle, if added together, must give a total of 180 degrees. See this little square up here? This represents degrees, the word degrees. So the sum of all angles inside a rectangle must give you 180 degrees. Okay, so if I'm adding these angles together, they must give me 180. If I'm adding these angles together, if I know them, these are going to give me 180. If I'm adding these angles, these are supposed to give me 180. Okay? And one more thing. Okay. Aside of that thing, let's start solving our examples. Here are how the questions are gonna appear to you. Okay? Classify each triangle. Write isosceles, scalene, or equilateral. Then acute, obtuse, or right triangle. Okay? So I'm gonna classify first if these 3 shapes are isosceles, scalene, or equilateral, each of them, and then is it acute or obtuse or right triangle. Okay? Let's begin. Okay, here I have a triangle. Okay? One side is 12 feet, one side is 14 feet, and one side is 11 feet. Okay, that means that neither of the sides are congruent. Okay? And inside I have a 51-degree angle, a 75-degree angle, and a 54-degree angle. That means that no congruent angles or sides. Okay, then that must be a scalene triangle. Okay, so it's a scalene triangle. Okay, is it acute or obtuse or right angle triangle? It doesn't have a 90-degree angle, so it's not a right angle triangle. Okay? Obtuse means it has one angle that is bigger than 90 degrees. Do I see any angle that is bigger than 90 degrees? No, I don't. That means it's an acute triangle. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Here I have a triangle that has 3 equal sides and 3 equal angles. So it has 3 congruent angles and 3 congruent sides. Okay, cong is for congruent, okay? Okay, so 3 congruent angles and 3 congruent sides. That fits well with an equilateral triangle. So this is an equilateral triangle. Okay, is it acute or is it obtuse or is it a right angle triangle? Okay, an equilateral triangle always has angles of 60 degrees and they are all equal to each other. So it's 60 degrees here, 60 degrees here, and 60 degrees here. And since all of them are smaller than 90-degree angle, that means it cannot be a right angle, it cannot be a right triangle or an obtuse triangle because it has no angle that is equal to 90 or bigger than 90. That means it's also an acute triangle. Okay, let's take a look at this example, this last one. Here I have a triangle that has 2 equal sides, but the third one is not equal to them. Okay? And it has one angle of 29 degrees and the other angles are seemingly acute. They are not equal to 90 degrees and they are not bigger than 90 degrees. Okay? 2 congruent sides and 2 congruent angles. If these 2 sides are equal, that means these 2 angles are also equal. So 2 congruent sides and 2 congruent angles, and the other angle and other side are not equal to them. That means it's an isosceles triangle. Okay, is it acute, obtuse, or right triangle? Let's see. Here I have 29-degree angle, which is obviously less than 90 degree. That makes this angle acute. Okay? And this angle also looks like it's an acute angle. Okay? Because it's not equal to 90 degrees. If it was equal to 90 degrees, or if it was a right angle triangle, it should have gone like this. Okay? To have this square angle. And the other side, since this one is equal to this one, that means it's also acute. If this one is acute, that means this one also is acute. So this is an acute triangle.